Welcome to Coffee and Connections with the Library Director. I'm Cindy Scott. Today I have with me Barbara Widmer, who's Children's Librarian and Assistant Library Director. And we're going to be talking about some of the programs going on at the library this summer, as well as some programs off-site since we are under construction. We are also going to be going over some summer read recommendations from staff members, and then we're going to take a tour around behind the scenes at the library to see what's going on with the library expansion and renovation project. So first we'll start with Barbara about some of the programming that's going to happen.
Great. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, this year the summer reading program theme will be a universe of stories. So we're going to take that as an outer space kind of theme. And we will start that on Monday, June 24th. We will have the sign-up begin for that, and children can come and get a reading record and keep track of what they read and bring it back to us for prizes every week. Weekly prizes will be had. We will also be doing trivia contests that the children can take part in and bring back for, again, another prize. We will be doing a couple of craft programs during the summer. That will also be space-related for children of all ages. And we will also be going to the Boat Museum and taking the story time on the road. So we'll be doing two of those, one in July, July 19th at 10:30, and another one in August 16th at 10:30. And that Martha Cummings, the director of the Boat Museum, has kindly offered to have us there, and children will be free when accompanied by one adult who will also be free. So that will be a fun time. We did that last year and it was a great success, and I hope it'll be that same this year. We will also be doing something really special, and as Cindy mentioned, we can't do much here at the library, but we will be going to the Great Hall August 8th, where the Krista McAuliffe Discovery Center will be bringing their traveling planetarium. And we will be doing two shows there, one at 1 o'clock and one at 2 o'clock. And that should be great fun. They have a huge inflatable planetarium, and happily the Great Hall can accommodate that. So look forward to that. We also will be seen at the Farmers Market, Wolfeboro Farmers Market, in July and August. Someone will be there reading to the children. And we will end that probably around August 23rd, where you can bring in all your reading records and cash in on the prizes, and we'll probably have a nice drawing for a grand prize at the end of that. So that's our summer, and also the regular story hours continue all summer long with preschool story times at Tuesday at 10:30. That repeats Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And Thursdays, we have toddler time at 10:30. So that's our summer.
Yep, and we also will continue to have programming for the adults in the area that include the book discussion programs that we're doing. And we have a mystery book chat, book discussion program. We have a Tuesday evening book discussion program, and we also have a Tuesday afternoon book discussion program. So check at the library and on our website for the various events going on. And for more information, you can always call the library at 569-2428. Thank you, Barbara.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Various members of the library staff have put together a few books that they want to recommend for reading this summer. So the first book is The Paragon Hotel by Lindsay Fay. And The Paragon Hotel is a historical thriller set in 1921 during Prohibition in Portland, Oregon. The main character, Alice, is fleeing for her life when she encounters Max, a black Pullman porter. Max befriends her and brings Alice to the only all-black hotel in Portland. As the story unfolds, many questions are answered. What did Alice need to escape by train from? Why do those living in the Paragon Hotel live in fear? The second book that staff has recommended is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Daisy Jones is young, beautiful, talented, and just beginning her ascent into music stardom. When a producer pairs her up with the Six, an up-and-coming blues rock band, what happens next is the stuff of rock and roll legend. The author has written this riveting novel as an oral history, think documentary, of one of the biggest bands of the 1970s, think Fleetwood Mac. It reads so real that you will have to keep reminding yourself that it's fiction. Reese Witherspoon's production company is working on a 13-part miniseries based on this book, which will air on Amazon Video. Original music from the series will be released separately. Daisy Jones and the Six promises to be popular, and we suggest reading the novel now. And our third recommendation for this summer is Sarah Blake's The Guest Book. Sarah Blake's novel, The Guest Book, is a sweeping epic that charts the course of a privileged American family over 3 generations, from the 1930s to the present day. The family's grand summer cottage on Crockett Island, their private escape off the coast of Maine, is the idyllic setting for most of the novel's action and the source of a great deal of family tension. The Guest Book is filled with strong female characters, from matriarch Kitty Milton, reserved oh so proper and clinging to old money manners, to her daughter Joan, willing to break some of the family's taboos, to Joan's daughter Evie, an academic and medieval historian whose biggest challenge is uncovering and understanding her own tangled family history. So these books and lots of other new books are at the library this summer, and we just want to remind everybody that our hours have changed a little bit due to the construction project. The hours right now and through the summer are Monday and Tuesday, 9:30 to 8, Wednesday, noon to 8, Thursday, 9:30 to 8. We're closed on Fridays, and Saturdays we're open 9:30 to 5. And if you feel uncomfortable being on site when the construction equipment is driving all over the place, or construction workers are walking around, or the noise from the construction is going on, we recommend that you come after they are pretty much done for the day, which is after 4. 4 days a week we're open until 8. So Monday through Thursday you can come in the late afternoon or early evening. And then of course Saturdays are always a possibility. So we look forward to seeing you at the library. Now we are going to begin a tour of behind the scenes, what's happening on the construction project. So right now we're standing in the former meeting room, and you can see that they've taken down the concrete block wall that we had, and they have also put in a new wall here, which includes a couple of closets. This, on the other side of this wall is the new children's room, and on this side is going to be the new meeting room. And we're going to have a good-sized closet that we can store the table and chairs in, as well as a closet we can have all of our technology stored in. This area over here is also part of the meeting room, and the wall that is on this side over here to the left is going to be gone. This is temporary so that we have a space to operate the library in. The wall will continue along the same wall that those closets run along, and will run all the way to the wall over here, which is the new kitchenette that goes with the meeting room spaces. So this is a kitchenette that we'll be able to use with this larger meeting room, which will seat about 125, as well as the smaller meeting room that we have that we will not really be able to look at because it's actually on the outside of the existing building. That one will hold about 16, and these and the restrooms are in the after-hours section of the library, and so we'll be able to use while we're closed. This area of the library that we're coming into now is going to be the new entrance area. You will walk through this area and see the circulation desk ahead of you, and to the left will be the children's room with a glass wall that will be able to now be closed off from the rest of the library to help control noise. And then the adult section will go off to the right-hand side here. This is the hallway where we have all of the new restrooms that should be completed shortly. And when we have to go into temporary quarters in the new part of the building while they're working on the rest of the older part of the building, we will be able to have access to these restrooms and to the new meeting room area that's out in this new entryway. They have painted the colors over here that we're going to be using, just to give people a sense. It's going to be a gray and white trim in this part of the library. And when you walk through this door that you see over here, in the future you'll be going into an area where we have a area for computers as well as a young adult area off to the right, and then you'll be able to go around the little wall that's there, which is part of the existing wall from the original building, and that will take you into the large public area. This is all going to be replaced, and we'll have different windows here, and then this will be the entryway. People will be coming in from either over there or over there, and it's a sort of a three-season area. It's not going to be heated or air-conditioned, but it'll allow people to have a place to wait for rides. Quite often we have people who are waiting for rides, and we used to see them sometimes sitting on our bench out in the snow. They'll be able to sit inside this little porch. There's a little seating area at the end of it. I think it's going to make it much more pleasant as far as not having to deal with ice and snow as you come into the library. Here's the new entrance to the building. Once the project gets to the point where we're moving into the new part of the library while they do the old part of the building, we will be using this entrance instead of the rear entrance, but that's probably not going to be until August. And the complete project probably won't be done until November or December. The timetable is updated as progress is made, and it looks pretty firm somewhere in the November to December region at this point. This area here is going to be the 16-person meeting room space, and quite often this will be used for story times and other small meeting groups. We're hoping in the future we'll have some sort of things like maybe a little yoga class, some sort of craft programs. It's going to have a lot of different purposes for smaller type events. There's a lot of activity going on in the new addition today, and it's quite noisy, as you will hear in a moment. So we're just going to take a quick peek to see what's going on and give you a sense of the kind of development in the project that's happening out there. This area here is going to be a couple of small meeting room spaces that can be used by tutors and people needing to have a private space to meet. We also have a wide open area where most of the adult services are going to be, and offices and a local history and genealogy room are lined along the back wall over there. And you can also see how beautiful the new windows are going to look from the interior toward the road. We'll continue to give updates as the progress goes on, and just watch for our episodes to see what's happening behind the scenes at the library.